Today I want to talk about why comparison on social media affects us so much. I just think it's something people don't really talk about that much. I'm going to explain to you what happened and then we're going to get to it. Hang on, I need a drink. I'm in LA, by the way, it's really warm here. I wanted to be in a bikini, but then I thought, I don't think this topic belongs with a bikini. But you know what, you can do what you want. Anyway, back to what happened last night. So I was scrolling on my phone, like we all do, and then I stumbled upon some people that I haven't seen in ages. Basically, by the way, I really want to get married and have kids, and it hasn't happened as of yet. And anyway, all these people that I know, but some of them have that. And you can only imagine, it really made me feel a certain way. I was like, I literally was feeling so good to like shrinking and like having anxiety and comparing myself and thinking to myself, why don't I have that yet? What am I doing with my life? Like all these questions started to pop up, and it's kind of negative. It's not a good feeling to have. I really don't like feeling like that. I feel like it's just not light and joyful, and I don't like to feel like that. But anyway, I was really feeling like that, and I was like to myself, wow, this really affects me. And I put my phone down, and then I had an awareness. I was like, I really don't feel good right now. And I realized 15 minutes before I felt great. So I thought it was really interesting, some pictures of people's lives that I don't really know that well anymore affected me so much, like dramatically affected me. And I thought to myself, that can't be healthy. An image cannot affect me that much. And also, we all post the best parts of our life. But anyway, knowing all of that, having all that knowledge, I still didn't feel too good. So I'm like to myself, okay, when I get really upset, I always have to like kind of control my feelings or make logic out of them or ask myself why. So anyway, that's what I started to do. I was like, why does this bother me so much? What is going on? Why don't I just feel happy for them? Why has this affected me so much? And then I was like, okay, you do want to have a family and you do want to have kids. That's normal to affect you. And then I was like, I did something. I was like, okay, look at that picture and put yourself in that picture and in their life. By the way, I'm still just looking at a picture. I don't know their life. So I go and do that. And I'm thinking in my head, would that make me happier? And I'm like imagining, like, you know, being with their husband or wearing their clothes or being in that house or being around their friends. And I'm like, I don't know if I would want that. I would want my own interpretation of that. So the gap is more that they have a family and kids and I don't yet. Okay, so I acknowledge that. And then I'm like, it takes off a bit of pressure. And then I'm thinking, these people, I don't know, since I've been young, I've been told I should marry rich and I should, all these things. I have always dated people that I like. I don't really pay attention to that as much. But anyway, I feel that these people I was looking at have these pictures of what I've been told I need to have. And I'm still thinking, and then I'm thinking to myself, wow, is the only reason I want these things projection of society telling me I should have that to be happy? Because if you think about it, we're constantly buying things that we don't really need, and that's just marketing. You don't think that's happening with your day-to-day life? And then I was like, whoa. The only reason I'm scrolling and feeling bad is because they have a perception of what I've been told is happiness. I want to have a family and live a life that works for me. And whether that fits in with society, I shouldn't really care. It should be what me and my partner want is more important rather than what other people want. And sometimes these people, they actually do want that, and that's great. That's great for them. One, that is actually what they want, and two, they actually fit in. So, you know, it's easier. But I am not like that. I don't think I want the norm. And that is fine. That is just how I am, and I have to own it and accept it. Sorry, I need to get ready, and I find it really hard to do, to be talking, like to be doing my makeup and talking at the same time. So, whatever. I'll just have to do what I can. I want to make myself look nice for you guys and later. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm saying if you ever go down a rabbit hole like I just did, ask yourself, first of all, have an awareness and don't be like, all this jealousy and competitive stuff. Like, it's low vibration. Get the hell out of that. You know, just stop. It's okay to have it for a bit, but come on, move off it. And, you know, it's really important to ask yourself, why do I want this? Why is that important to me? Is that really something I want, or is it more something society has told me to want? Because if it's that, that's not healthy. Since I've been a kid, I've been hearing like, I should be with this person, I should do that, I should do X, Y, Z, and Z. You know, before, people used to always tell me you should be a personal trainer, and it really used to irritate me. Like, I don't want to be a personal trainer. I just want to live my life and work it out for myself. This is partly the reason why I left home, because I need to be on my own to figure out what I want without people's voices in my head, because I just find it really toxic. I don't like it. And then what was interesting, hang on, see, I can't multitask. I actually can't multitask. I don't understand how other people do this. Anyway, what was interesting for me is I went back and looked at the picture. You know, the one that, there was a few that kind of triggered me, but I went back and looked at them all with all this knowledge that I had. And I thought to myself, I was able to look at the picture, like what the person was wearing, if they felt good. I was able to take in the person rather than make it about myself, which I thought was really interesting, because then I'm like, oh, I'm more open, I'm less tense. And then I was thinking, the energy went more on them than on me, which was different. I've never had that before. And I just thought, wow, I literally went from a rabbit hole to why, to like connecting the dots, and then me going back on a picture and being happy for someone and feeling good. Always feel confident that what you want is coming to you. I know it's easier said than done, and I don't know if I'll have what I want, but good way to think. Because those 15 minutes, I did not feel too good, and I did not like it, and I hope other people don't have that. It was a very anxiety feeling. You know what you think? Let me know if you go down a rabbit hole also. I would love to know what is going on through there. Let me know what you think of the social dynamics and the pressure, because I think that's really interesting. And let me know what you do to get out of it, because I kind of used these feelings as thoughts of why, which I found really liberating. And I did a yoga class, and I went for a little walk. I did a lot, but it got me thinking, so I'm happy. But yeah, I'm really interested how other people cope with that. And you know, if they don't, let me know why. Anyway, bye.